The little lamp is burning low tonight. A circle of gold on white. My pen moves slow across the page, like time is lost its reach. Coffee cold as the city sleeps. Only this quiet moment keeps. Just the lamp on the desk and the soft jazz playing. Just the words on the page and my thoughts slowly swaying. One more chapter tonight, one more hour to stay, with the lamp on the desk till the darkness fades away.
The margins fill with little notes, half-formed dreams and scattered quotes. The window shows a purple sky, and hours slip quietly by.
Coffee cold, the city sleeps. Only this quiet moment keeps. Just the lamp on the desk and the soft jazz playing. Just the words on the page and my thoughts slowly swaying. One more chapter tonight, one more hour to stay, with the lamp on the desk, let the night have its way. I lose myself in paragraphs
and half-remember photographs. The clock behind me ticks along, but I belong here all night long.
Coffee cold, the city sleeps. Only this quiet moment keeps. Just the lamp on the desk and the soft jazz playing. Just the words on the page and my thoughts slowly swaying. Nowhere else to be tonight, nowhere else I'd stay, with a lamp on the desk as the dark gives way. Last few pages left to read,
a slow and satisfying need.
my eyelids heavy but my mind is peaceful with what I find.
There's something holy in the hush,
No hurry and no rush,
just light and words and quiet things, and
whatever silence brings. Just the lamp on the desk and the soft jazz playing. Just the words on the page and my thoughts slowly swaying. One more chapter tonight, one more hour to stay, with a lamp on the desk till the morning comes my way. Just the lamp on the desk,
just the jazz playing soft.
The pages turn like falling leaves in the hush of midnight's breeze. My pencil writes the same refrain, the same old notes again and again. Nothing but the soft lamplight keeping me company tonight.
Midnight pages, midnight thoughts, all the words I nearly forgot. The silence wraps around me here like everything I hold most dear. Midnight pages, soft and warm, like a story almost torn. Still I read until the dawn. Midnight pages carry on.
The tea has gone a little cold. The story I have loved and told keeps drawing me to one more line, one more verse, one more sign. Nothing but the soft lamplight keeping me company tonight. Midnight pages, midnight thoughts, all the words I nearly forgot. The silence holds me gently here, and slowly all my thoughts grow clear. Midnight pages, soft and warm, like a story almost torn. Still I read until the dawn. Midnight pages carry on. My notes scatter across the floor. I scribble just a little more. There's something in the late night air that makes me feel alive and rare. Nothing but the soft lamplight keeping me company tonight. Midnight pages, midnight thoughts, all the threads that life has brought. The clock ticks off beside my chair. No place on earth I'd rather share. Midnight pages, soft and worn, something quiet, something warm. Still I read until the dawn. Midnight pages carry on. I mark my place with a folded edge, balance on the learning ledge. Tomorrow I will start again, but tonight belongs to pen and brain. These are the hours no one sees, the quiet ones that set me free. No audience, no stage, no light, just me and words and midnight ride. Midnight pages, midnight thoughts, all the beauty that I saw. The lamp goes low, the dawn comes near, but still I hold this feeling dear. Midnight pages, soft and warm, I will miss you when you're gone, but I'll be here again at dawn. Midnight pages carry on. Midnight pages carry on. Midnight pages turning softly. One more. The world outside has turned to sleep. The quiet hours are mine to keep. I sit beside my desk and write in the tender arms of night. The clock is slow, the candle low. Something in me loves this so. These are the quiet hours, when the noise has gone away. These are the quiet hours, at the ending of the day. I could stay here forever, in this little frame. These are the quiet hours, and I'm glad I came. Trace across the keys. My mind wanders slow degrees from the chapter I was reading through to thoughts of nothing, thoughts of you. The clock is slow, the candle low. Something in me loves this so. These are the quiet hours, when my mind finds peace. These are the quiet hours, when the racing thoughts release. I could stay here forever, nothing left to prove. These are the quiet hours, and they help me move. Saxophone hums from the phone. I've never felt less alone. Strange how silence has a sound, when the right kind of music's found. The clock is slow, the candle low. Something in me loves this so. These are the quiet hours, when the best ideas come. These are the quiet hours, after everything is done. I could stay here forever, in this late night glow. These are the quiet hours, and they help me grow. Pages blur a little now. My pen still writes, I don't know how. There's always just one more to read, one final thought, one final need. I never meant to stay this late, but the quiet hours couldn't wait. They found me at my little desk and gave me all I needed past. These are the quiet hours, soft and golden mine. These are the quiet hours, everything is fine. I could stay here forever, wrapped in gentle sound. These are the quiet hours, this is hallowed ground. The quiet hours, still and soft, staying just a little longer. I pour the last cup late tonight. The steam rose soft in yellow light. My books are spread across the floor. I couldn't sleep, so I read some more. The kettle's empty, the hour is late, but there is nowhere else I'd wait. The last cup getting cold, but I'm still wide awake. The last cup, the last page, the last chance to take these slow hours just for me in the middle of the night. The last cup, everything feels right.
Pen behind my ear all night. I almost got the answer right. My notebook open, margins full. The kind of night that pulls and pulls. The kettle's empty, the hour is late, but there is nowhere else I'd wait. The last cup getting cold, but I'm still learning still. The last cup, the last page, somewhere in the still. These slow hours just for me, somewhere soft and right. The last cup, keeping me tonight. I understand it now. The thing I've been circling around, it came to me at 2 a.m. The way good answers always come. The kettle's empty, the hour is late, but there is nowhere else I'd wait. The last cup nearly gone, but something's waking up. The last cup, the last page, something in this cup. These slow hours found in me, something warm and bright. The last cup, thank you for tonight.
I'll wash the mug before I sleep and tuck the things I wanna keep. The lamp will flicker out by 4,
but I'll be back here wanting more.
There's a beauty in the ending,
when the last cup finds its way
to the bottom of an evening
that was worth every delay.
The last cup long gone cold,
but the feeling stays.
The last cup, the last page in the quiet haze. These slow hours holding me between the dark and light. The last cup, good, good night. The last cup, empty now, still. Just blood and amber light. My thoughts move slow like river bends, where nothing starts and nothing ends.
Eyes a little heavy now, still I read, I don't know how.
Soft focus, soft and low, gentle where the lamplight falls. Soft focus, letting is outside the walls. I don't need a rush tonight, I don't need to know. Just soft focus, soft and slow. Just let the evening go.
Hums below the page, a voice that doesn't rush or rage, just settles in the evening air, like breathing slowly, soft as prayer.
Eyes a little heavy now, still I read, I don't know how.
Soft focus, soft and low, everything can wait its turn. Soft focus, letting go of the things I still must learn. I don't need a hurry now, I don't need a show. Just soft focus, soft and slow, just let the evening flow.
My pen has made a little mark beside the line that lit the dark.
Something about the way words land when you're tired and understand.
Eyes a little heavy now,
Still I read, I don't know how.
soft focus,
Soft and low, finding something in between.
soft focus,
Letting go of the places I've been. I just need this hour now, this small quiet glow. Soft focus, soft and slow,
this is all I know.
The pages blur a little more. I'm not sure what I came here for, but here I am, and here it is. This calm, this quiet, this strange bliss. Sometimes the softest things we find are the ones that clear the mind. Not sharp or bright, but low and warm. The eye inside the midnight storm. Soft focus, soft and low, everything is still and fine. Soft focus, letting go of this night that's almost mine. I don't need to hold too tight, I can let it go. Soft focus, soft and slow, soft focus, glow. Soft focus, letting it all go slow.
I write in pencil soft and small, along the edges, top and all. The author said one thing out loud, but in the margin I was proud to scratch my thoughts beside the words, like quiet songs from quiet birds. Notes in the margin, little lines, all my thoughts between the lines. Notes in the margin, faint and true, everything I never knew. these marks that only I can read in the hours when I need. Notes in the margin, small and mine, all my thoughts, all my signs.
A question mark beside a phrase, a circle round the word that stays, an arrow pointing to a thought that can't be taught but must be caught, to scratch my thoughts beside the words like quiet songs from quiet birds. Notes in the margin late at night, every doubt and every lie. Notes in the margin, worn and thin, everything I hold within these pages hold more than one voice, two of us by quiet choice. Notes in the margin, small and mine, following every sign.
My handwriting gets looser here, around the 2 a.m. frontier. My understanding soft as mist, all the things I might have missed, to scratch my thoughts beside the words like quiet songs from quiet birds. Notes in the margin, finding ground in the space where thoughts are found. Notes in the margin, not quite right, but honest in the late night light. These marks speak back to me somehow, in a language only I allow. Notes in the margin, small and mine, running between every line.
Someday someone else will read these pencil notes and maybe see that I was here, that I was trying, a little lost, a little flying.
The margin is the truest space, the breathing room, the quiet place,
between the printed and the felt, the handwritten and how it dealt.
Notes in the margin, soft as breath, a little life, a little death. Notes in the margin, here and gone, but somehow they keep carrying on. These marks I left along the way, in a long and quiet early day. Notes in the margin, small and mine, tracing every winding line. Notes in the margin, just a little something, just a quiet thought. Live it bit. After 11, the world gets still. The coffee shop gone, the evening chill. I pull my blanket closer in and let the late hours begin. The studying goes deeper here in the hours when everything is clear.
After 11, the world goes quiet and the mind gets even. After 11, I find my way to the things I couldn't touch in the day. After 11, the night belongs to the soft voice and the quiet songs. After 11, the hours are mine.
After 11,
is bright. I trace the diagrams by night. The understanding comes in waves in these late and slow-moving days. The studying goes deeper here in the hours when everything is clear. After 11, the clock ticks slow and the night feels given. After 11, I understand the things that wouldn't fit in my hand. After 11, the silence grows to the kind that only the late hour knows. After 11, the night is mine. After 11, I'm doing fine. The jazz is playing somewhere low. Ooh, the saxophone a quiet glow. It doesn't ask me anything, just holds the room while I do my thing. The studying goes deeper here in the hours when everything is clear. After 11, the world outside is somewhere even. After 11, I feel at ease with the late night doing as it please. After 11, the good stuff comes, a clarity that quietly hums. After 11, the night is mine. After 11, all in good time. 2 in the morning, the last few lines. I draw conclusions, I underline. I'll sleep when the chapter's done, before the early morning sun. There's a version of me only found after midnight in this quiet sound. More honest, slower, more alive. The after 11 side of 5. After 11, the deepest thoughts are the ones that leave. And after 11, I found the pace, the quiet rhythm, the open space. After 11, I love it here. After 11, when everything's clear. After 11, the night is mine. After 11, everything's fine. After 11, still here, going just a little longer.
I lit a candle by my side and let the evening be my guide. The flame moves soft with every breath, a small warm story about rest. Nothing sharp, nothing too bright, just candlelight and the gentle night. Candlelight mine, candlelight slow, watching how the shadows grow. Candlelight mine, soft and warm, finding shelter from the storm. All my thoughts are amber toned, all my doubts gently honed. Candlelight Candlelight mind burning low, nowhere I need to go. The page before me holds a map of everything I've tried to catch. My pencil moves in slower strokes, like someone learning how folk spoke. Nothing sharp, nothing too bright, just candlelight and the gentle night. Candlelight mind, candlelight still, evening finding its own will. Candlelight mind, golden thin, let the study hours begin. All my thoughts in softer forms, riding out the gentler storms. Candlelight mind, burning low, letting all the worry go. There's something old about this light, something timeless in the night, to study late by candle flame, the way it was before we came. Nothing sharp, nothing too bright, just candlelight and the gentle night. Candlelight mind, candlelight wise, learning through half-open eyes. Candlelight mind, soft and bent, finding meaning, finding rest. All my thoughts in quieter shades, all the noise of daytime fades. Candlelight mind, burning low, candlelight, let yourself go. The candle's burning short by now. I've made it through the chapter, how a warm accomplishment I keep before I finally fall asleep. The candlelight knows no alarm, no deadline and no need for calm. It simply burns and softly shows that everything is warmer than it knows. Candlelight mind, candlelight deep, all the thoughts I wanna keep. Candlelight mind, soft and gold, newer every time I'm old. All my thoughts in amber flame, everything's a little changed. Candlelight mind, burning low, candlelight stay a little more. Candlelight mind, still burning soft. My mind is like still water now. I've read enough to find the how. The late night settled everything to the quiet that it brings. Even thoughts they used to rush have found their way to hush. Still waters, still and deep, the kind of quiet I wanna keep. Still waters, slow and true, the evening turning me to new. Still waters, no more tide, just the calm that lives inside. Still waters, hold me here, everything I want is clear.
Music finds a space between the words I wrote, the thoughts I've seen, and fills it with a single note that lives inside my sleepy throat. Even thoughts that used to rush have found their way to hush. Still waters, still and low, finding where the best thoughts go. Still waters, soft and wide, letting time move like a tide. Still waters, nothing pressed, just the evening doing its best. Still waters, hold me still, I've had enough to eat my fill.
A lamp, a desk, a late night chair, the simplest things that take you there, where understanding rests in peace and all the urgent feelings cease. Even thoughts
That used to rush have found their way to hush. Still waters,
still and wide,
everything is quieted inside. Still waters,
soft and thin,
all the noise that used to spin. Still waters,
nothing but
the open book and open cup. Still waters,
hold me here, tonight was worth the wear. I'll close my books before too long and carry with me something strong,
the kind of quiet that remains when all the studied explains. Still waters don't mean empty, they mean everything has room to settle, rest and slowly find the peace that comes with room. Still waters, still and free,
this is the place I wanna be.
still waters,
Soft and true,
everything that I've come through. Still waters, soft and low, letting everything I know. Still waters, hold me here,
still water,
crystal clear. Still waters, still
and quiet. There is an hour made for reading, when the day stops in a steading, when the phone goes face down flat, and you finally find the knack of sinking into someone's mind and leaving everything behind. The reading hour, the reading hour, when the world becomes a softer bower. The reading hour, just you and words, more alive than you've heard. The reading hour, the night is still, and the story takes its fill. The reading hour,
don't let it go.
The reading hour,
Let it flow.
a paragraph that stops your breath, a sentence beautiful as death. The way a writer turns a phrase that lights the late night lamp and stays.
Of sinking into someone's mind and leaving everything behind. The reading hour, the reading hour.
When the minutes lose their power.
The reading hour,
Just you and page, all the world an open stage. The reading hour, the night holds still, and the words can say their fill. The reading hour,
it's yours tonight.
the reading hour,
Reading light.
My lips move softly with the text. I never know what happens next, but something in me needs to know where the story chooses to go. Of sinking into someone's mind and leaving everything behind. The reading hour,
Reading hour,
the reading hour,
reading hour.
when your thoughts begin to flower.
The reading hour,
Just you in space, finding your particular grace. The reading hour, the quiet hums, and the understanding comes. The reading hour, don't let it go. The reading hour,
let it show.
the clock says something near to 2, and still there's so much left to do. But something in the reading keeps me here, between the wakes and sleeps.
The reading hour's never wasted, even when it's barely tasted.
Even half a chapter counts when the quiet hour amounts. The reading hour,
The reading hour,
the reading hour,
the reading hour.
every minute has its power.
The reading hour,
You and words, a kind of night that you've deserved. The reading hour slowly ends, every page a quiet friend. The reading hour soft and true. The reading hour
was made for you.
the reading hour,
Coming to a close, one more page.
My notes are written, some half done. The pen ran dry before the the sun. The ink has faded on the page, like thoughts that go with every age. But what I learned tonight stays warm, a quiet place inside the storm. Fading ink, but not the thought, not the things that late nights taught. Fading ink, soft and gray, still remember anyway. Fading ink upon the page, still writing through every age. Fading ink, but I remain, writing everything again.
The words I underlined in blue have told me something that I knew, but needed hearing in the night, when everything seemed less than right.
But what I learned tonight stays warm, a quiet place inside the storm. Fading ink,
But here I am,
understanding what I can. Fading ink,
worn and thin, something's changing deep within.
fading ink on yellowed pages, wisdom gathered through the ages. Fading ink,
But still I write,
fading slowly through the night. My handwriting gets loose by 3, a little hard to even read, but the ideas were there, I know, just harder under lamplight's glow. But what I learned tonight stays warm, a quiet place inside the storm. Fading ink,
but still it said
something living in my head. Fading ink,
soft as breath, a small life between birth and death.
fading ink, slow and fine, following every winding line. Fading ink, but you remain, writing me back home again. Tomorrow I'll buy a new cartridge and fill the pen and start the carriage. But tonight the fading ink is right, for the fading edges of the night.
There's something gentle about the blur, when even words begin to slur into the softness of the lane, where every meaning carries weight.
Fading ink, a quiet close to the evening no one knows. Fading ink,
Soft and old,
still the warmest story told. Fading ink, but not my love, for the quiet hours above. Fading ink,
that's enough, enough to say I tried my stuff.
fading ink,
Fading slowly,
but still here. read the words between the words, the meaning softer than it's heard. The author placed it there for me, a secret in the poetry. In the margins of the night, I find the hidden light.
Between the lines, where the real story always hides. Between the lines, the meaning slowly rises. I love the space the words create, between the early and the late. Between the lines is where I live, between the lines is all I give. Between the stanzas and the verse, between the better and the worse, the quiet hum of meaning grows in all the space a sentence knows. In the margins of the night, I find the hidden light. Between the lines, where the late night mood defines. Between the lines, the understanding gently shines. I love the pause the words allow, between the then and the now. Between the lines is where I stay, between the lines to end the day. My finger traces softly there, between the printed and the air. A breath between two ideas, where something new always appears. In the margins of the night, I find the hidden light. Between the lines, where the quiet hour reclines. Between the lines, something slowly assigns. I love the space the silence makes, between the falls and the wakes. Between the lines is where I breathe, between the lines is what I need. And in between the notes I wrote, between the words I underscore, there's something no one taught at school, a soft and undefended truth. Between the lines of everything is where the quiet meanings sing. No louder than a lamp turned low, no stronger than a soft hello. Between the lines, where the truest voice shines. Between the lines, where the late night heart finds. I love the space that's always there, between the sleep and the waking prayer. Between the lines is where I'm found, between the lines, on sacred ground. Between the lines, still reading, still finding.
I turn the overhead lights off and let the lamp do all the talking. The low light made the room feel warm, like stepping out of any storm. The low light study, soft and gold, exactly how I want it to be told. Low light study, late at night, finding meaning in the amber light. Low light study, soft and slow, somewhere only I can go. The textbooks open, pencil near, everything a little more clear. Low light study, that's my name. Late at night, I'm glad I came.
I couldn't grasp at noon come gently in the early moon. The low light somehow helps the mind release the things it couldn't find.
The low light study, soft and gold, exactly how I want it to be told. Low light study, night is mine. Reading between every line. Low light study, breathing slow, letting all the tension go. No more pressure, no more race, just this warm and quiet space. Low light study, soft and still. This is living, this is real. I found my favorite corner here, my blanket draped, my notes most clear. The low light makes the world collapse to desk and book and quiet laugh. The low light study, soft and gold, exactly how I want it to be told. Low light study, holding on to the hours almost gone. Low light study, warm and true, the best version breaking through. Nothing needed, nothing more than what the late night has in store. Low light study, soft and gold, the truest story I've been told. I'll study by this golden light till all the concepts feel just right. Then finally slowly close my eyes with something learned beneath the sky.
The low light study is a gift, the kind that gives the spirit lift. No pressure and no urgent sound, just lamp and book and common ground.
Low light study, night complete, everything feels bittersweet. Low light study, soft and done, almost ready for the sun.
I'll come back here tomorrow night.
I'll find my corner, turn this light. Low light study, soft and old. Low light study, good as gold.
Low light study,
coming to a close.
good night.
I barely speak above a hum in these late hours when the thoughts come, half-formed ideas, soft and slow, in the only way they know. The whispered thoughts are the truest kind, the ones that creep up from behind.
Whispered thoughts, whispered low, in the evening's amber glow. Whispered thoughts, soft as air, the kind I only let out there
when no one else is in the room,
beneath the lamp inside the gloom. Whispered thoughts come home to
free. Oh, I write them down before they leave. These quiet things I half believe. The whispered thoughts that come so soft, I've almost missed them quite a lot. The whispered thoughts are the truest kind, the ones that creep up from behind. Whispered thoughts,
Whispered light coming to me here at night. Whispered thoughts,
easy and warm, coming in beneath the storm when the loud world falls away. Whispered thoughts come out to play. Whispered thoughts come home to me in the late night, setting free. My pen can barely catch them all. Like water I can't make stand tall, but something of them always stays, a trace left in the evening's haze. The whispered thoughts are the truest kind, the ones that creep up from behind. Whispered thoughts, whisper slow, in the only places thoughts can go. Whispered thoughts, pale and right, coming in the light of night. These are the thoughts no one will know, the ones our water helped to grow. Whispered thoughts come home to me late at night. I'm finally free. When the clock reads close to 3, the whispered thoughts belong to me. No one else will ever hear what becomes most honest here. The loudest things aren't always true. The whispered ones know what to do. They find you in the quiet space and leave their warmth upon your face. Whispered thoughts, whispered home, I was never here alone. Whispered thoughts, soft and mine, follow in the late night line when the world is far away and the clock has lost the day. Whispered thoughts come home to me in the late night, finally free. Whispered thoughts, just barely here, fading soft. I leave the book open when I sleep, a page marked there for me to keep, like telling morning where to start, a small gift from my nighttime heart. The open book is never done, under stars or under sun.
the open book, the open page, a whole world at every age. The open book, waiting there, something quiet in the air.
It doesn't need me to be right,
It just needs me in the night. The open book, always mine, every sentence, every sign. dog-eared corner says I tried.
Even when my focus died,
Even when the hours grew long,
the open book held everything strong. The open book is never done. Under stars or under sun.
the open book, the open heart, finding where the meanings start. The open book, soft and worn, gently fraying, never torn. It doesn't need me to be best, it just needs me through the rest. The open book, it knows my name, every chapter, every claim.
I've read this section several times. Each time it gives me different signs. The same words carry a new weight, depending on how soon or late. The open book is never done. Under stars or under sun.
The open book,
The open mind, leaving some things left behind.
the open book,
Old and right, a companion through the night.
it doesn't need me anywhere, it just needs me in the chair. The open book, always by every sentence soft as air.
One morning comes and I wake slow.
The open book will let me know,
That late last night I tried to learn.
and that's enough for my return.
The open book is just a door.
Into everything and more,
You never have to enter whole.
just show up with an open soul.
The open book,
The open end, every reader, every friend.
the open book, soft and long.
Every story,
It doesn't need me to be great,
it just needs me early or late. The open book, always mine, open to the very last line.
the open book,
Still open,
still waiting.
still waiting.
It started raining late tonight, the softest sound, the muffled light. I picked my pencil up and wrote, and let the raindrops set the note. Pencil and rain, the perfect pair, something about them fills the air. Pencil and rain, writing it all down again. Pencil and rain, quiet and slow, watching how the night hours go. The eraser at the ready here, for every doubt and every fear. Pencil and rain, soft and true, the best company I ever knew. The rain taps softly on the glass, a rhythm I let slowly pass into the pencil in my hand. The way I've come to understand. Pencil and rain, the perfect pair, something about them fills the air. Pencil and rain, pencil and rain. Every thought that washed the plane. Pencil and rain, soft and low, writing things that help me grow. The eraser says it's all okay to take some parts of it away. Pencil and rain, night and fall, writing slowly through it all. The graphite traces gray and light across the page throughout the night. Like rainfall leaves its mark on dust, pencil marks are full of trust. Pencil and rain, the perfect pair. Something about them fills the air. Pencil and rain, pencil and rain. All the things I can't explain. Pencil and rain, soft and right, drawn together by the night. The eraser knows I'm not done, still a chapter left to run. Pencil and rain, old and fine, running down the page in line. When the rain stops near to 4, I'll close the notebook, want some more, but the pencil marks will still be there, and the smell of rain still in the air. There's nothing better than this mix of pencil marks and rain slick. The quiet sound, the soft relief of studying beneath the brief. Pencil and rain, pencil and rain. Everything begins again. Pencil and rain, soft and new, thinking softly through and through. The eraser's soft and white, made for errors, made for right. Pencil and rain, together still, writing till the pages fill. Pencil and rain, still writing, still raining. The clock reads midnight now. I've made it this far still somehow. The energy I thought I'd lost is back again, whatever cost.
midnight, still wide awake. Something in me hard to break. midnight, still I'm here. The late night feeling crystal clear. Midnight, soft and right. Found my second wind tonight. Midnight, still I read, finding everything I need. Midnight, halfway through. Midnight, still brand new.
Notebooks filled with half a thought, the second half still to be caught. I'll follow it through the lines I've laid, not afraid and not dismayed.
Midnight, still wide awake. Something in me hard to break. Midnight, still alive. Something in me starting to thrive. Midnight, things falling like a tide that's coming in. Midnight, I can see the pattern forming under me. Midnight, not yet done. Midnight. doesn't rise or fall too loudly, just enough to keep the silence from becoming sleep.
midnight, still wide awake, something in me hard to break.
midnight, late and good, understanding what I could. Midnight, finding how everything has meaning now. Midnight, ink still flows toward wherever late night goes. Midnight, still I write. Midnight, hold the night.
I'll give it till the hour strikes, then wrap it up and turn the lights. But something in me wants to know just a little more before I go.
Midnight is a gift, a second chance, a quiet lift, a little past the usual end where everything becomes a friend.
Midnight, still in love with everything I'm learning of.
Midnight, soft and gold, every story I've been told. Midnight, making sense, everything a little less tense. Midnight, holding on. Midnight, almost gone.
Midnight,
Almost one.
almost done.
The textbook shows its age tonight. The binding bent, the pages bright, with yellow markers, notes and lines, the worn out maps of learning signs. Worn pages hold the most of every late night study ghost.
One page is worn and true,
carrying everything I've been through.
worn pages,
Soft with age, wisdom written on every stage. Every dog year marks a night when the learning finally felt right. Worn pages,
still I read.
worn pages give me what I need. The cover's bent from my backpack, the spine is cracked from looking back. Each time I've opened it at night and let its pages hold the light.
Worn pages,
Hold the most of every late night study goes. Worn pages, worn with care, evidence that someone was there.
worn pages,
Late and right, keeping company through the night. Every underlining shows how deep the learning slowly goes. Worn pages,
soft and mine,
worn pages, word for line. The post-its flutter when I turn to chapters I still need to learn, but some have fallen off by now. thought I'd got somehow.
Worn pages
Hold the most of every late night study ghost. Worn pages holding still the map of every night fulfilled. Worn pages, old and new, everything I've tried to do, every question, every guess, every night of sleeplessness. Worn pages,
still I read.
worn pages, all I need. I'll keep this book when I'm done, long after all the tests are run. The worn pages will tell the tale of every night I chose to sail.
There's beauty in the worn down thing, the book that's seen its suffering. The pages soft and amber bent are proof of time so wisely spent. Worn pages,
Worn and loved, every corner gently shoved.
worn pages,
Carrying on even when the student's gone. Every highlighted phrase still glows even when the candle goes. Worn pages, I'll miss you most.
worn pages,
My learning goes.
worn me, were I me,
Worn pages,
still turning.
one more time. There's a color in the sky by 4 that tells me I can't study more. A blue that wasn't there before. The dark beginning to restore. Almost morning, almost done. Not yet ready for the sun. Almost morning, soft and gray. The nighttime slowly giving way. Almost morning, I can feel the difference between sleep and real. I made it through the quiet hours, the late night study in its powers. Almost morning, still I'm here. Almost morning, almost clear.
The coffee's long since given up. The last cold sip, the empty cup. But something in my chest feels right, like I won the night small fight. Almost morning, almost done. Not yet ready for the sun.
Almost
Morning, soft and still.
the
Studying has had its fill.
Almost morning,
Here I stand
with the textbook in my hand. I made it past the smallest hours, the ones that questioned all my powers. Almost morning, still I'm here. Almost morning,
finally clear. The birds begin before the light. A few low notes to close the night. I set my pencil down and breathe. Something accomplished, something eased. Almost morning, almost done. Not yet ready for the sun.
almost morning, now
what the late night had to show. Almost morning, something found in the quiet, in the sound. I made it where I needed to. The night has told me what is true. Almost morning, still I'm here. Almost morning, everything clear. I'll sleep for just a few short hours, then rise again with daylight powers. But the night gave me what I sought, the understanding that I brought. Almost morning is the proof that staying up was worth the truth. The color in the breaking sky is the answer to every why. Almost morning, soft and free, this is who I wanna be. Almost morning, here I rest. I gave the late night all my best. I made it through and now I know the places where the late hours go. Almost morning, I'm still here. Almost morning, crystal clear. Almost morning, closing the book, getting some sleep.
The room is silent but for me, and the soft jazz playing free. No voices and no doors that slam, just who I am and what I am.
The silent room is hard to find, but it's the best place for the mind.
The silent room, the silent hour,
this is where I find my power.
the silent room, soft and true.
Nothing loud and nothing new,
Just the page and just the pen.
coming back to this again.
The silent room is always there.
In the late night, in the air.
I used to think that quiet scared me,
That silence was a thing that bared me.
but now I find it like a friend.
A place where noise and worry end. The silent room is hard to find, but it's the best place for the mind.
The silent room, the silent place.
Finding something in this space,
The silent room, slow in mind.
following every quiet sign.
Just the lamp and just the dark.
The small and safe and secret mark.
The silent room is always here.
In the late night, crystal clear.
The jazz is barely audible,
Below the line of usual,
but I can feel it in the room.
like perfume and like old cologne. The silent room is hard to find, but it's the best place for the mind.
The silent room, the silent soul.
finding what will make me whole.
The silent room, wide and still,
Finding purpose, finding will.
just the pencil, just the thought,
All the things the night has brought.
the silent room is most alive.
In the late night I survive.
The silent room will always be
The place I come to find that me.
that isn't pulled by noise or speed, but only by the quiet need.
A silent room is not an absence. It's the fullness of the present, the everything that words can't hold, the warmest stories never told.
The silent room, the silent mind,
Everything I needed to find,
the silent room, soft and wide,
everything that lived inside.
just the late night, just the now.
The silent room has taught me how.
The silent room is always mine.
In the quiet every time. The silent room, breathing slowly,
Still.
the footnotes blur a little now. I'm reading them, I don't know how. The asterisk beside the thought is harder than I thought. Sleepy footnotes, small and low, still I follow where they go. Sleepy footnotes, trailing down to the bottom where thoughts drown. Sleepy footnotes, small and wise, information in disguise. All the extra things set low in the place and words out go. Sleepy footnotes, a red mood sail. Sleepy footnotes, love my fill. Number 3 leads somewhere far, to a journal like a star. I followed all the breadcrumbs down and found myself in footnote town. Sleepy footnotes, small and low, still I follow where they go. Sleepy footnotes, trails that went through the corridors of mine. Sleepy footnotes, late at night, following the academic light. All the quiet things that matter in the footnote, in the scatter. Sleepy footnotes, pulling still. Sleepy footnotes, and they will again tomorrow, in the day where things I'll borrow. Sleepy footnotes, small and low, still I follow where they go. Sleepy footnotes, getting dim somewhere on the evening's rim. Sleepy footnotes, half asleep, still the secrets there to keep. All the supporting cast down there beneath the main stage, down the stairs. Sleepy footnotes, still I try. Sleepy footnotes, lullaby. I'll bookmark the footnote page, coming back at a future age, when my eyes are fresh and bright, not at the bottom of the night. The footnotes are the quietest things, the supporting thoughts with smaller wings, but without them the text falls flat. The footnotes know exactly that. Sleepy footnotes, good night now, I'll find you in the morning somehow. Sleepy footnotes, soft and worn, I'll come back when I'm reborn. All the numbered thoughts below will be there when I wake and go. Sleepy footnotes, rest with me. Sleepy footnotes, let us be. Sleepy footnotes, number 7. Wait till morning.
I changed the bulb to something cool. The blue lamp lit my study pool. A jazz song drifting soft and thin through the room I study in. Blue lamp jazz, perfect mix. Something in the blue lamp clicks. Blue and lows, blue low, watching where the late hours go. Blue lamp jazz, soft and cool, in my late night study school. The saxophone beneath the blue is the only thing I know is true. Blue lamp jazz, carrying on. Blue lamp jazz, a quiet song.
The blue light makes the page look soft. The ideas that I've held aloft come down to something quieter, something slower, something sure. Blue lamp jazz, the perfect mix. Something in the blue lamp clicks.
Blue lamp jazz,
Blue and right,
everything is fine tonight. Blue lamp jazz, cool and slow, learning things I need to know. The trumpet somewhere down the hall, or in my phone I against the wall. Blue lamb jazz, carrying on. Blue lamb jazz, a quiet song. I love the corner that this light has carved for me within the night. A small and blue and private room inside the larger, quieter room.
Blue lamb jazz, a perfect mix. Something in the blue lamb clicks. Blue lamb jazz, blue in mine, running down the page in time.
Blue lamb jazz,
soft and true.
everything is
Pale and blue, the study session and the sound in the blue lamp I have found.
blue lamb jazz, carrying on. Blue lamb jazz, a quiet song.
Soft, another starts, a new note finds the tender parts of concentration, deep and slow in the blue lamp's gentle glow.
Blue lamb jazz is all I need on the nights I really read. Not too bright and not too dark, just the right amount of spark. Blue lamb jazz, blue and done, almost here until the sun. Blue lamb jazz, soft and long, made the late night
Feel like song.
the saxophone that held me here through the final late night hour.
Blue lamb jazz, carrying on.
Blue lamb jazz,
My quiet home.
blue lamb jazz,
Fading out.
soft.
Blue. I drift a little, come back fast into the chapter that will last. The mind does this when hours are long. It wanders out and then comes on. Drift and focus, both are right, both belong inside the night. Drift and focus, ebb and flow into the things I need to know. Drift and focus, out and in, let the learning rhythm begin. I drift to somewhere safe and warm, then focus through the study storm. Drift and focus, that's the way. Drift and focus, here I stay. Drifting mind is not a waste. It finds what thinking can't make taste. It circles back with something soft, a piece of understanding, a lot.
Drift and focus, both are right, both belong inside the night.
Drift and focus,
soft and slow,
finding every place to go. Drift and focus, trust the mind, leave the rigid thoughts behind. I drift into the spaces where the understanding lives in it.
drift and focus, that's my way.
Drift and focus late today.
I've stopped fighting the detours now. They always bring me back somehow to something better than
Before, a concept clearer than I saw. Drift and focus, both are right, both belong inside the night. Drift and focus, wide and free, that's the kind of mind I need. Drift and focus, now I see all the things that come to me. The drift is not the enemy,
it's just a long way home to me.
drift and focus, that's enough.
Drift and focus, soft and rough.
And so I let myself drift out, then anchor back without a doubt.
The balance of the late night mind, the leaving and the coming fine.
A focused drift is the best kind, the wandering and the returning mind.
You need both movements in the night,
The letting go and holding tight. Drift and focus, in and out, everything I'm still about. Drift and focus, slow and right, drifting through the late night light. I've made my peace with being here, not completely, not all clear.
drift and focus, that's my song.
Drift and focus all night long.
Drifting,
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 back, still here. Still here.
I left the chapter half undone. I'll finish it before I'm done. But something in the middle parts is speaking something to my heart. The unfinished chapter waits for me. It holds the best of what could be. The unfinished chapter open still, the blank space waiting to be filled. The unfinished chapter knows my name. It's always been a patient game. Half the meaning's in the middle, between the question and the riddle. The unfinished chapter keeps the light on a little through the night. The halfway point is where I live, the most to take, the most to give. Not the start and not the end, but the long and winding middle bend. The unfinished chapter waits for me. It holds the best of what could be. The unfinished chapter, patient still, ready when I'm ready will. The unfinished chapter tells me more than the finished ones before. Half the story's in the gap between the map and off the map. The unfinished chapter keeps me near, just a little waiting here. I'll close the book tonight at last and place the bookmark, hold it fast. The chapter will be here tomorrow, no rush, no pressure, no sorrow. The unfinished chapter waits for me. It holds the best of what could be. The unfinished chapter, soft and long, carrying me with a quiet song. The unfinished chapter, not a fail, just the next part of the trail. All the things I haven't learned are waiting to be slowly earned. The unfinished chapter loves me still, through the night and through the chill. Return and find the place where I have left my mind. The dog ear says exactly where the story picked me up with care. The unfinished chapter is the truth of every late night, every youth. You don't have to end it all tonight. Some things are best when left half right. The unfinished chapter waiting there, in the quiet, in the air. The unfinished chapter still in mine, across the every bottom line. All the meanings I've not reached are not beyond what can be breached. The unfinished chapter, good night still. I'll find you when I have the will. The unfinished chapter, bookmark in place. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. I told myself I'd stop by 10, but here I am at 2 again. One more page became the song of every night I stayed too long. One more page, one more night, one more hour of reading right. One more page, one more page, one more line at every age.
One more page, one more night, one more beam of reading light. There's always something more to learn, always one more page to turn. One more page I can't let go. One more page, here I go.
The story pulls me chapterward, a compass needle true as north. The one more page I promised me has turned to 4 or even 3. One more page, one more night, one more hour of read and write. One more page, one more try, one more reason for the why. One more page, one more turn, one more small thing I can learn. There's always something more to find, always one more waiting mind. One more page I can't let go. One more page and here I go.
The danger of the one more page
Is that it never truly ages.
there's always something worth the light.
One more reason for the night. One more page, one more night, one more hour of reading right. One more page, one more dream. Nothing quite as hard as it seems. One more page, one more try, looking at the endless sky. There's always something to return, always one more thing to learn. One more page I can't let go. One more page, here I go.
I'll close a book this time for real.
I've got enough to touch and feel.
But even as I write this line, I know one more page,
We'll be fine.
the one more page is not a flaw.
It's the best addiction I ever saw.
To wanna know and wanna learn, to want one more corner to turn.
One more page, one last page, one more note at this late stage. One more page, good night now. I'll put the book away somehow. There's always something more to know, but I have learned enough to go. One more page, let it go. One more page, closing slow.
One more page,
Just one more.
one more.
Good night.